What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my updated EDC for 2025. These are the items I keep on me on a day-to-day basis as a father, a fiber optic tech, and someone who believes in just staying prepared for whatever life's going to throw at me. So let's jump into what I carry. Okay, for my knives, I have a Benchmade Freak and an Ozark Trail folder. Now the difference in these, one is $300 and one is $10, but they both do the same exact task and arguably the exact same result. I mean, this is a tough knife. This is a tough knife. I mean, I've had no problems out of these knives right here. I found these, somebody was talking about it on one of their channels about how crazy affordable these knives are, and they're actually quite good. These are D2 steel, made in China, of course, but they actually, I mean, they're pretty smooth. I actually let one of my coworkers use another one of these because I bought a few of them, and he asked to buy it off of me because he liked this thing so much. Now, this one I received as an anniversary present. It's a Benchmade Freak. I believe they're around $300 or so. I would not recommend buying one of these. Only reason I have this, I would never buy this on my own. My wife got me this, and I'm going to carry it every day. I mean, it's super light. I have carbon fiber, S90V steel. I've had no problems out of this thing at all. Just from putting it in and out of my pocket, these are starting to get rubbed down a little bit. But other than that, I've had no problems whatsoever. So that is my knives. All right, if you could not tell, I'm a very big Olight fan for the flashlights. I grew up watching Sensible Prepper a lot, so I always have liked Olight. Now, this is the Arc Flex. As a fiber optic tech, the ability to be able to set this on something and aim down is amazing. I believe these go up to like 1400 lumens, I think is what that brightest is. It's either that or 1000, but plenty bright enough for what I need it to do. I mostly carry this one with me at work. Sometimes I'll EDC it, but lately I've been carrying this in one of my bags if I need something. This is actually a wireless charger and a flashlight all in one, so you can press this button so I can charge my phone for a minute if I need to. I rarely do though, because my phone's always pretty charged. And this is the Baton 4 that goes in there. And just like an AirPod case, it just wirelessly recharges it. I've had no problems out of these. All right, and for these dirty crawl spaces I have to get in, I need something a little bit brighter. So I will carry this Warrior 3S here. Warrior 3S, these things get to about, it's either 2,000 lumens or 3,000. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look and make sure. But these things are pretty great. These things light up whole crawl spaces. I've got no problem whatsoever with crawl spaces. And this is one that they had their Halloween sale, and of course I had to buy it. This doesn't see a lot of use. It mostly stays in my bag. If I need something at night, I'll bring it out, but it doesn't see a lot of use. But I do love these lights right here. Highly recommend Olight. Multi-tool time. Okay, so I carry, most of the time on my person, I will carry the Leatherman Signal, because I like having the ability to have the ferro rod there in case I ever need to make fire in a SHTF situation. But serrated blade, had no problems cutting with this thing. I did break off the tip trying to open something though one time, which is not a good use case for your knife, by the way, people. Well, I have learned the hard way. Saw there, and then opens up to here. You got your wire cutters, typical Leatherman stuff, replaceable ones on this one actually. Pliers work good. They're not spring action though, is the only thing. Now in here there used to be like a little whistle that you could get out, but it has popped off and broken off. In here we have, whatever that thing's called, I always forget what those are called, if I can get them out. Can opener, and then we have the reversible bit, flathead Phillips. That comes in handy a lot. I use that quite often. That's why I carry a multi-tool, just in case. But that is the Leatherman Signal there. These go for about 120 to 150, I believe. I have lost one of these before, and I do not want to do it again. That's why I kept losing this at the job, and I had to order another one. So I don't want to do that again. So I was like, I need something cheaper. In came this guy, the Leatherman Wingman, which has really replaced this one a lot, because I rarely carry this. Even on the weekends sometimes, I will carry this. So this one's got a knife here, a scissors on this side, which is a big thing for me. I had to have these scissors in my line of work. so I'm not having to carry extra tools on my belt. These scissors are a godsend, and like I'm a mustard freak. I'm addicted to eating mustard, and they only come in packets. You don't get those nice Chick-fil-A style ketchup ones for mustard, so I have to cut the packets open, and I can never rip those things open just right. So I have to get the, it's got a deep pocket clip on there. Works great. This one is spring assisted though, so that is another big thing I've really come to love on these things. These wire cutters on here are not replaceable like there are on the Signal. Now in here in the back we've got, I believe this is a wire stripper on this side. Yeah, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Got the ruler and a file on the other side of this one, and the can opener there on this side. I need to clean this thing. Over here we've got a Phillips and a flathead there. Kind of a big flat. It's kind of hard to use, to be honest with you. I've tried to use it before. Most flatheads are not that wide across. But that is my multi-tools. I do have other multi-tools. I have some Gerbers and some other things, but I can't stop coming back to these two Leathermans right here, especially this one. Alrighty, for my wallet, I carry a Levi's trifold with an aftermarket chain attached to it because I have lost my wallet a few times, and I really do not want to do it again. So I'm going to keep it attached to me any way that I can. But these are pretty solid wallets. They have a little piece where you can attach your chain on there as well. All right, on to the next one. All right, my everyday carry concealed carry weapon is the Glock 43X. I've had this for quite a few years now. Just have 2 mags for it. I do want to get one of the double stacked magazines that have a little bit more ammo capacity in there and get one of those. I just haven't got around to it yet. But very reliable gun. I shoot it quite a bit on the weekends. No problems out of it whatsoever. You know, the Glock is the AK-47 of handguns, according to Sensible Prepper and everybody else from what I've heard. So I love them. Holster, I've got one of these basic LAC tactical or LAG tactical holsters I've got from a local gun store. But I've had no problem out of these things whatsoever. Glocks are great. Only thing you got to worry about is that safety on there. You know, if you have youngins around and everything, I always make sure I have my stuff up out of reach of children or anything where they couldn't get to it and keep it in a safe and secured environment. Okay, this is a work everyday carry for all you blue collar guys out there who are working in the cold like me. Is these electronic hand warmers are crazy with a charging case as well. I used to have those ones that you would shake up, and I would spend a ton on those things. And I saw these online, thought about buying them. I didn't, and then my buddy bought some, and he let me have one of them while we were doing an install together. And oh my goodness, these things are so nice just to keep in your pocket. You just press the power on them, and then the little light comes on. Press it on here, and if you put this on 3, I mean, it's gonna burn your hand up. I mean, I just hold them here for a second, and they're already getting pretty warm. I mean, within 10 seconds, I mean, you're golden. I love these things. These things are great. Highly recommend these if you're working out in the cold. Here's the brand, all the information there. And alrighty, on to the next. Okay, for my watch, I use a Apple Watch Series 7. I mean, the battery life's kinda alright, but it is what it is. I mean, I can get a new upgraded version, but I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a watch that I barely use other than to track my calories when there's other alternatives out there that are a lot better. But other than that is my watch. Okay, this is the MTAC concealed carry bag. Obviously, I'm a big Fallout fan. If you see my other channels, the You Are Over Encumbered Cannot Run. I thought that was funny. But on here, I have a Velcro pouch. This is very strong Velcro that I can put my holster on. And then I'll put my magazines in here along with my Warrior 3 flashlight as well. And I'll carry this if I don't feel like concealed carrying in my waistband. You know, some of these days it's just hot. You don't want to have all this on you. You just rather have a bag you can sling over. That's what I'll do with this bag a lot. Now, another honorable mention for EDC. I'll keep these in my van at work as well. Dude wipes. I wish they would sponsor me. I mean, dude wipes. I mean, some of this toilet paper they're putting in our bathrooms is like sandpaper. I mean, I don't know how people have not complained about this to make this a bigger issue. Maybe I'm just sensitive, you know, maybe that's what it is. But anyways, this is besides the point. We don't want to get into all that. These are extra large wipes. These things are great. I'll use these a lot. All right, as well as sometimes, let's see if it's in this pocket here. Nope, it's not a pocket. I will also carry some chapstick and a little bit of lotion, because whenever it's cold, my lips will start cracking, so I gotta have some of that. And just a little bit of these tiny lotions that my wife gets and gives me, or more like I steal them from her when she's not looking. I'll have those as well. And they just help my hands, because my hands, you know, you work doing blue collar work, your hands are gonna get beat up and pretty calloused, so I use lotion every now and then to help out with that. Now for my car keys, just have my car keys here. Have a couple different keys for different things as well. Now I have the SOG, one of these little hidden key knives here. It just locks out like that, and then to put it back in here, you'll press this button down. And it pops right back in there like that. I also have another O-light. I know what you guys are going to say in the comments. Another O-light. Another O-light here. The i3 EOS or 3 EOS, whatever it is. Not a bright light, but whenever I drop something I can't find it, if I have my keys in my hand, definitely comes in handy. I do use that flashlight quite a bit, more than probably half my other lights. Now, one little funny story. I typically have this on my keychain because I love having the tweezers if I have something go wrong, because, you know, at a lot of job sites you get splinters, anything. I typically will have this on my keychain, but I went to the fair recently, and they told me that they were going to not let me in if I did not remove this from my keychain. So I was not walking all the way back to the car, so I'm not doing all that. So I decided to take this off. One of the guys up there was actually pretty cool and hid this in a bush for me and told me where it was going to be, and he let me get in like that. Now, the funny thing enough, now let me show you this little blade here. See this little blade here? Okay. This not allowed. This they did not say a thing about. This was not allowed here. You see that? So not allowed, allowed. Tell me how that makes sense. It doesn't. But in here is my work keys right here. My work keys, I just have my little nut driver to open some of our different things that I have to open. I have a couple of these because these are pretty cheap and break off. Got my van keys here. And a little carabiner that I would clip onto my jeans and one of my belt loops, just so I can keep them easily accessible, because I have to lock and unlock my van in different sketchy places sometimes. Alrighty, and that is my everyday carry for 2025. I hope you guys have enjoyed the update. We're going to ramp up production here on this channel quite a bit. Please consider liking the video and let me know what you guys are carrying down in the comments below. Thank you guys.